had a hair color emergency, so I had to dye it. And I haven't had time to blow dry it, so you are going to watch the beauty of a natural hair drying session. I apologize way in advance. I found so many grays, guys. Oh my god, it was a lot. It was a lot of grays. It freaked me out, and I had to buy hair color right away. It was a lot. A lot. So this week's topic is what we'd really want to learn from the experience of transitioning. And here's the thing. Here's the thing with me. I have a very hard time viewing trans guys as anything other than guys. To me, they're 110% men. So for me, this question is more what would you want to experience or learn from in terms of being a guy? Because I don't know. I just can't separate or think at one point these folks were women. They weren't. They were never women. They just happened to have been born women. But when you're transitioning and when you end up when you end up looking how you feel, to me that's how you always were, in a way. So this isn't making sense, is it? Hopefully someone out there will understand me, but for me, I'm just going to go ahead and answer this question what would I want to learn from the experience of being a guy? Because, sorry, trans folks, that's how I view you. 100% men if you're a trans guy. And if you're a trans woman, I view you as 100% female. I can't turn that part off and be there was this time that they weren't. No, you always were. You always were. So, okay, I guess in terms of what I would want to experience or learn from if I were a guy, I think I would want to know what it was like to have that guy privilege. I feel women, I hate to get all feminist on you guys, but I feel people automatically assume that women need help in certain situations and women can't handle themselves. So I think I definitely would want to be a guy in a situation that, normally people would be oh, around the girl, can I help you? Oh, la, la, la. And the guy's just chilling. I don't know exactly, I can't word this correctly, but guys just have this sense of, I could do what I want and I don't need help, and I would just want to know what it's like not to be coddled or so much I don't want to say cared for. It's not it's a caring sort of thing, but you guys know what I mean, right? Also, probably, I think Lori mentioned this, but going out and hitting on women and the response you get, hitting on a straight girl versus the response you get hitting on a lesbian from a lesbian, I think that would be interesting. Just how people experience men versus experiencing women. I think that whole thing would be a huge learning experience. I think just basically how society views the differences between gender, I think that would be the most interesting. Being able to kind of see how I'm treated as a male versus how I'm treated as a female. And I really think that's the only thing I would really want to experience and learn. Because other than that, I mean, I really don't know what more there is to experience besides that obvious society gender difference of how men and women are treated or how men and women are spoken to in certain situations. I think it would just be a sort of interesting thing to do. All right, guys, I'm going to go straighten this mess before I have to go out in public with it. So I will see you guys next week. Mwah.